Yeah, yesterday we discussed on this SAP BTP Integration Suite. So we just discussed the course content, like which topics we are going to cover in the course. So we are going to cover in this SAP BTP Integration Suite. In this integration suite, we are going to cover CPI, cloud integration. We can call it as cloud integration in SAP BTP Integration Suite. The CPI name, we can call it as cloud integration. Then API management, advanced event mesh, integration advisor, open connectors, cloud connectors, the Groovy script, the migration assessment, TPM, cloud transport management. So these topics we are going to cover. So these are the capabilities: CPI, cloud integration, API management, advanced event mesh, integration advisor, and open connectors, and migration assessment, TPM. These are all the capabilities of BTP Integration Suite. So inside BTP, what BTP here? Business Technology Platform. SAP brings all these blocks in one unified environment. What are the blocks? Database and database management, analytics, application development and integration, intelligence technology. So these four blocks will come under this BTP. So each block have their own application. So we are part of the integration here. Inside integration, so our SAP Integration Suite will come. So inside SAP Integration Suite, so we have our capabilities. This is the from in real time. We are going to work from this on these applications, SAP Integration Suite. So let me show you this application. This is the application which is SAP BTP Integration Suite. This SAP BTP cockpit here. In this SAP BTP cockpit, so BTP have multiple blocks, right? So in that multiple block, so we subscribed our application. Which application? Integration Suite. This is the Integration Suite. Suppose your belongs to some other applications like SAP Analytics Cloud or SAP HANA Cloud. So different applications, if they want to subscribe, they can subscribe by using Service Marketplace, then they can utilize. So I belong to Integration Suite. It is the BTP cockpit here, central tool. Anyone can utilize any application. They can subscribe by using BTP cockpit. So we subscribe Integration Suite here. So in this Integration Suite, once you open this Integration Suite, so you are going to this is a Integration Suite. So this Integration Suite, it contains discover, design, monitor. This is the options. So you are going to work all these options. So if you see here in this Integration Suite, in real time also, you will have a capabilities. What are the capabilities? The cloud integration. This cloud integration is nothing but CPI. API management, trading partner management, integration advisor, open connectors, migration assessment. As we discussed, migration assessment, SAP provided a standard to that migration assessment, which is migrating the object from PIPO, process orchestration, to this BTP Integration Suite. So these are the capabilities which we are going to cover in this BTP Integration Suite course. Okay, so here, so these are the capabilities which we are going to cover inside the Integration Suite. So if you open that BTP Integration Suite, the cloud integration service, like cloud integration. So which capability? The cloud integration capability. Inside the cloud integration capability, so you have a discover, design, monitor. So discover, design, monitor. These three options are three functionalities. If you know, then you can do anything inside the BTP, integration. So in this discover, you are not going to do anything. You are just searching the requirements. In Discover, SAP provided standard functionalities. SAP provided pre-built contents, pre-built integrations. So if I open this integration, so this functionalities SAP provided. If you see this, these are the pre-built packages. We can say pre-built packages. Okay, so let me show you this. These are all SAP provided. These are all SAP provided. See, this service cloud utilities account integration with SAP S4 HANA. So calculate promise to pay charges, calculate security deposits. These are all the functionality. So which provided, who provided? SAP provided. See, these are all the design. Who developed? SAP. It's integrated and they build us, they updated inside the Discover. Suppose in your project, this particular requirement, which is fulfilled, then you can utilize as is like plug and play. So these are the functionality. Who is sending the data? The CNS is sending the data. Who is receiving the data? S4 HANA receiving the data. S4 is receiving. So this type of thing. So in between, so you are doing some logic, you are building some logics, so you are doing some validation. So based on the requirement, you need to build. So this is the existing functionality or existing integration which SAP provided us. So this type of requirement, suppose this requirement is not fulfilled by, in your project, then you need to build from scratch. So where you are building that, you are going to build from scratch in design. In design. So the requirement which is not matched any of the standard integration inside the discovers which SAP provided. Then you need to go with the design. Then you need to fulfill the requirement. You can design from scratch. So in this course, you are going to learn. So what is this router? How you are going to utilize? What is this content modifier? How you are going to utilize? So what is this scripting? What is this request replay external call? So what is this receiver? So what is this, how it is connecting from external call to your receiver system? What is the SOAP adapter? So what is the process direct adapter? What is the end message? Why you are using these many content modifiers? So what is this mapping here? So what is this mapping here? What is the message mapping here? So these type of concept you will get from scratch in the course. So when do we use message mapping? What is the use of message mapping? So based on the requirement, you need to select that particular options. See here, this is the mapping. So what is the source? This is the source. This is the response structure. So security deposit details, business partner, contract account, moving date. So this type of total amount in currency. Then messages, items, type, ID, number, message, log number, message number, all these things. So if you see here a target side, this is the source structure and this is the target side, the mapping layer. So if you see here, business partner, contact account. So this business partner, so they map this business partner where it is their security deposit, but this business partner where it is their under value. The structure is different, the format is different. So this is a value and this is a different thing. So in this business partner is this one and contact account is this one, moving it, all these things. So you are converting this source message format to target message. So where you are defining what are these functions? Are they doing any mapping logics here? So do we need to do any mapping logic? Do we need to build any mapping logic here? So like this, see installation. So they mapped one-to-one all this source and target. So this type of requirements you are going to execute and you need to get the complete information, what is what. So this is like a flow diagram. Okay. So who is sending the data? Once you receive the data, what you are doing here, to whom you are passing. So what condition you are checking. So this request, whether it is exist or not. If exist, what they are doing, save request payload. If not exist, what they are doing, they are doing some other operation. So like this, you need to build the integration from scratch if this particular requirement not fulfilled by using any standard integrations which SAP provided. So in real time also, you are going to work same way here. There is no difference in this trial and the real. So design, so we are going to build from scratch. So that is why you are going to have these sessions. What is this concept? How we are going to build the integrations from scratch? What are the options available which SAP provided here? So which option I need to use based on the requirement? So this type of exercises we are going to practice in the session with real-time examples. Then once you build this integration, you need to do you need to have some monitoring, right? So after completing your design, then you need to check whether that iFlow is working properly or not. So you need to ask your customer to post the data to that particular transactions, the requirements. So once they trigger the data, where you are going to see whether you receive the transaction or not. So that transaction, you are going to see inside the monitor, under integration and APIs. Integration and API. So you are going to learn or you are going to work in real time also, design and monitor only. Discover, you are not going to create anything, just you are searching your requirements. You are searching in requirements. This discover also, you are not going to build like less than 3 years, 4 years experience guys. The discover, they can search like the architect level whether there is any existing functionality which SAP provided or not. They can search the requirements here inside the integration. Suppose my requirement is there is a success factor integration. Is this success factor integration is my requirement is available or not? So you can search that. So you can search success factor rest adapter integration, success factor territory and quota integration with success factor OData adapter for integration, success factor SOAP adapter integration, success factor integration with service no, success factors employee central integration with SAP Concur. So like this type of standard integration which SAP provides, this type of requirement, this type of searching, that architect level or below that, but not a juniors level, they may not search all these things. It depends on the project. But you need to check how it is searching. So there is no process. You need to search this. So this is the standard integration which SAP provided. See here. This is the standard integration which SAP provided. So what is what, which step you need to select first, who is triggering right daily run, then this is the daily run, right? So this type of requirements you need to get it by using standard integration. So where it is sending the data, what data they are sending, the data from success factor employee central to SAP Concur. Here employee data, they are replicating the employee data from SAP Concur, SAP success factors to employee central to Concur. So how this is running daily, which is running. So based on the scheduler, daily it is running. So this is the scheduler. You can schedule on what daily if you want to run. You can trigger it daily and you can schedule it daily based on the job scheduler. It will trigger this flow. This is the standard flow. So if you want to utilize the standard flow, you need to copy this. Once you copy this, it will come to design. So we'll explain you what is what, but let me go to monitor first. So in this monitor, what we are going to do, once I complete the development in design, So you need to monitor the integration. I mean, that particular flow, whether the flow is received or not. Okay. So here, this integration flows, where we are, what we can say, this all we can say, it's a pre-built integrations, pre-built packages. We can call it as pre-built packages. This pre-built packages means SAP developed this package. They provided us in the discover section. Now, if you go to design, in this design, these packages, these are all custom packages which we are creating. So we are designing all this. So packages are custom packages. So package is nothing but it's a folder or repository which contain multiple transactions requirements. It contains. It's like a folder or it's a storage. It's like a package. Package is nothing but it's a repository or folder or directory like that, which is having all artifact information. These are all custom packages. If I open this custom package, so we created one flow here. This is the custom package. What we are doing? So we are sending data from so and so application. What data you are sending? You are sending a data, product data. That product data where it is updating, where it is inserting. The product data which is inserting in the DB application. So what is the functionality? The external call. So after inserting, you are getting a response here. That response where you are sending. So you are sending to your mail. Now, let me show you this. Now, this is a Postman application. So this, the endpoint URL. Once I develop this object, system will generate endpoint URL. So once you configure here, maintain the authorization, then this is the insert to data which I am inserting. Where I am inserting this data? This data I am inserting inside the database. So what is the product here? The product name is NG. So this is the date. Okay. So let me insert this. So where this data will come? This data which I am sending from external application, this is a Postman. The data will reach to this application. What is this application? This is the CartaDB is the database application, cloud database application. In this database application, you are going to insert. How you are going to insert? So based on your integration flow which you developed in CPI or BTP Integration Suite. So here the particular record which we are posting or inserting from external application, the data will come inside this application. This is the database application. Now, let me try to post it. Once I submit a request, see you got a 200 code. This is the SQL statement written okay, then one record is affected. Now, go back here. So I need to check whether which table I am inserting the data. This is the YOT product underscore 0900. YOT product underscore 0900. In this table, the data is coming, inserting in this table. Let me execute this data, whether my new record is updated or not. Let me check this. See? Okay, LLD is the spelling mistake. So this is the name which we inserted inside the database. So this record which we inserted. So how it is inserting? So let me check the flow here. whether the data is coming inside your monitoring or not. You can see. Okay, you can check here also. You can check here also. See, the data is going from your postman to the request replay, then the final response is sending to your mail also. Now see here, in this mail, you can see, where is that? You can see here. Have you received any email? No, maybe there you haven't configured. Let me check. So why mail is not received here? Now check here in this iFlow itself. Yeah, this data is sending, but you haven't sent any email to this application. Let me save this connection. Okay, Gmail underscore user, which we used. Processing. Okay. Postman, let me apply this once again. Okay. So now it's deployed. Let me trigger once. Okay, this time you will get an error because the record is already exist. So there is an error. You can get it. See if you want. See here, there is an error. The same primary key product ID is already exist. See, a document with same primary key already exists because in this database you already inserted the record. Okay, so which is not allowing to the second product ID. Already is there product ID second. So now let me change this product ID to 3. So, then date is today's date. Now trigger. See 200. Okay. Now let me execute this. See, you received 3 records here. So this is the data. Now check, you receive an email also. See, notification. What data you received? SQL statement return. Okay, one is the same result you received here. So now let me go back here. So see this. Okay, let me close all this thing. Now close this. Now check this particular transaction. See, you posted the data, and that request replay received the data, external call. This data is handed over to CRATE-DB. Once the data is inserted in the DB, DB is giving a response back. That response you are sending to your email. So if you want, you can customize something here, edit it. So they want some information in the mail. After inserting the data here, they want some other information. So I will explain you all these things. What is what? So this is the notification, right? Email notification. Email notification for success case. So what you are going to send here, the related record related. This is the product ID, right? Product ID inserted successfully or processed successfully. In the CRATE-DB. This is the information. So what, dear user, CRATE-DB. So that becomes IS. Ability. So this is the information. So you are going to send after inserting. Save this. deploy it. Yes. Select OK. Started. Now, let me trigger once again. So this time I'm inserting some other employee record. Now, this is some other name I'm using. HP. Okay. HS1. Okay. Laptop. Okay. No problem. Now select send request. See, you received a response. Dear user, the related product ID process success. Okay, there is a spell mistake. Process successfully in the record in the CRAT. No. You can see the email also here. Same email. See. So, dear user, the related product ID process successfully in the CRAT. Now, if you go back to your database, where is that? Okay, database. Here, execute it. So you have three records, product records, HP, so and so. Now, so this select query, if you want to execute from the post method here itself by using same iflow, so you can use that here. See, the particular transactions which is processed, this is the select query you passed. Now see the transaction what you received here in the email. What's supposed to receive here? Dear user, this is not the right. So what you need to receive? You need to receive a data from the database table. But so why you are receiving this? You are hard coding the value. That is why this is receiving. So let me go back here in this. What you're supposed to receive here? You receive a data. Which data? What data this is sending from the database? You can see here. From database, you are receiving actual data. This is the employee record you are receiving. Sorry, product ID records you receive here. Product 4, product ID 4, product ID 1, product ID 2, product ID 3. These records you receive. But what you received after executing this palette function, you hard coded the value. That is why which is receiving here. So let me delete this. Let me save this. Deploy. So if you want to have this both for success for record insert case as well as your select case, so you need to build a condition here, then it will work. So that is a different. We'll update you that. Now let me deploy this. Now pose the data once again. Did I reply? 734. Yeah. So I'm deploying. Now let me trigger once again. What data you need to get? It's the data, employee data. Okay, send it. Product data, sorry. This is the product data which you are receiving from your database. This is the format is XML format. So whatever the data you inserted in the table, the data you are fetching from again here. So you can receive a mail also here. See, the same data you will receive in the mail. See, you received a mail. Suppose The user don't want this XML format. User don't know what is this XML. Oh, okay. So you can see what how the data is coming here. The data is coming. The data is coming in this format, right? Which format? XML format. But the order, if you see the order, product ID 4, then product ID 1, and product ID 2, and product ID 3. So there is a mismatch in the sequence. So the client is asking, so I want the order, the sequence, like, so product ID 1, 2, 3, 4, like the order by order. So how you are going to change this? So, but database, while you are picking the data from database, you are getting this so and so. So you need to select a query order by, or so you don't want to write a query that order by, or you can make it in the coding level. So if you have this particular XML data output, you want to make it order, either you need to use the standard functions. There is a message mapping concept, use that mapping concept and select that into order. Or so I'm going to use ChatGPT. So here in this ChatGPT, I'm using the entire my output. So here I am requesting uh, provide XSLT or provide Groovy code for to generate product ID by order or sequence by sorting. Provide output, provide Groovy code for product ID by sorting or sorting is okay. So you can type it. So Groovy script sort by product ID. So you will get it. Now you can copy this. Go to your flow here, which we design. So now here, after getting a response from database, you can utilize the code here. There is an option called Groovy script. Use the Groovy script. So you can achieve by standard functionality, but I just want to show you that how you are going to configure the Groovy script. So this is for Groovy script DC underscore for product ID order by product ID, right? Order by product ID. This is a name which I am giving. Now create it. There is an option create. So you can paste that. So now apply this. Close it. Now save this. Deploy it. Select OK. Deployed. Now you can trigger once again data. The select query. You have to create select query. So there is an issue. Give a second. So what is the issue? We can see that. The scripting issue. What is facing? Erroring. So and so into no signature method. Okay. So let me ask once again. So here row is already a node object, not a builder method. So calling row is through this correct approach, markup builder. So now let me copy this. This is the markup approach after native. Short and cleaner recommended. Groovy sorted search. Let me add final code. Yeah. Let me copy this. Go back to your iFlow. So here you can update the script once again. So go to your processing, select the script which you copied, pasted, apply this, write files, close this, deploy this, save and deploy. Select it. So now you can trigger it. Again is getting. Yeah, actually done this. Okay, copy this, go to your flow, close this. So let me select the script, select it, apply this, okay. Close this, save it, deploy it, select OK. So now I'm triggering once again. This time you got an output. See the output: product ID 1, product ID 2, product ID 3, product ID 4. So this is the output you receive. Let me check my email also. I received the email here with order 2, 3, 4. Where is the 4? 4. So this is the order we received. Now go to your iFlow. Refresh. See the record. See, first you are posting the data. Once CPI receives the data, which is connected to database, then you are using. So before script, what is the input data? See here. This is the data which you are receiving from your database in this format. Like this is the XML format. If you see product ID 4, product ID 1, product ID 2, product ID 3. So there is no sequence, right? Now, after executing script, this is the output here. Now see here. So this is the BTP. You can see product ID 1, product ID 2, product ID 3, product ID 4. So like this, you can build the logic based on the requirement. So this script, without script also, you can sort by order. There is a function available inside SAP, inside the map. So you can use that, or you can use this way. Okay. So like this, you are going to develop the flows from scratch in the session. Even in real time also, we are going to do the same way. So now you can here this is the CPI helper, but in real time you may not allow some of the project, they may not allow the CPI helper. So normally you can go with monitoring here. So this is the monitoring method, normal method. Go to monitor. Here you can check. So see this particular transaction whether you received success or not. The completed means successfully processed. If you see here how the message is going, trace. This is the flow model. This is the flow model. How the data is going from one step to other step. These are the steps which is running. You can see the payload. Select the last message, mail message. Here you can see what data you are passing. Select message content. Select payload. So what data you are sending, this is the data you are sending. So if you see here in this step, JDBC step, what data you are receiving. So this is the data which you are receiving from that particular application. Now select send request. What you are sending? You are sending a query. Then you are getting a response. This is the response to JDBC, I mean the database. So what data you are receiving from your HTTPS here? So you are receiving the data from HTTPS, the select query here. So is this clear now? Anyone have any questions? Just I shown you one sample example. So even in real time, so we are going to work the same way we are going to. So here discover, design, monitor. These three we are going to utilize. In discover, you are not going to do anything, just searching the requirements based on the requirement. That's it. In design, you are building from scratch. Monitor, you just monitor the particular configuration, I mean the flows, transactions, then and you are maintaining the security information inside the monitor. And your requirement, you can build it. See, the same, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, provide me the XSLT code for the same requirement. So you can achieve that same requirement by using XSLT code also. This is one of the code also. See, XSLT code, the given simple way. Now use this, copy this. The same iFlow, which I used here, right? The same iFlow. Here is it. Okay, let me go back to that iFlow. The same iFlow. So you can achieve the requirement by using Groovy Script, XSLT code also, XSLT code. Either you can use Groovy or XSLT. It depends on the requirement. You can select it. So see here, we used Groovy, right? So now I am going to use XSLT. Let me use, edit it. So I am going to select one end message here. So I am going to select one multicast here. I'm going to connect here. So I'm going to configure here plus symbol. Which code? XSLT code. You can type here XSLT mapping. We use this. Select. Now in this XSLT mapping, you can use plus symbol. You can copy paste that XSLT mapping here. Select OK. This data, which you are going to send it to your receiver system. So use the mail adapter here. Mail adapter here. Use this, copy it. Use this, paste it. The same information I'm going to use. Now in the subject, you can mention in the subject. This is for XSL. Okay, not copy. So let me select, paste. Okay, I just copied. Go to in the subject here, XSLT output. So here in this subject, this is Groovy output. Yeah, now deploy. Now trigger it. So this time I am executing both the codes, Groovy as well as XSLT. So those two codes are received from ChatGPT. Now trigger it. Send the request. So 200. Okay. Now see here. You received two emails. Before that, I am showing you here. See, the same data which is sending to your Groovy code, same data which is sending to your XSLT map. Check the output here itself. See here, body, beautiful. What data you're receiving? Product ID 2, product ID 3, product ID 4 by sequence. Now close this. Now see the second output, XSLT mapping output. See the body data. Refresh it. So product ID 1, product ID 2, product ID 3, product ID 4. So this is also working. So either you can use this code or this code. It depends on the requirement, you can select it. So this is the way you can work, you can develop any flows. There is nothing is impossible in CPI, everything is possible in CPI, any requirement. Okay, have from scratch here, you need not to depend any other technology. So anyone can utilize this. Yeah. So if you are using the sender is SAP, your receiver is database, you need not to know that particular database connectivity. You need not to have SAP knowledge here. You need not to have database knowledge. Just you are integrating the different applications. So if you are connecting with Ariba, or if you are connecting with Concur, so you don't know the Concur, how it is working. But you are doing integration between those applications. That is the concept.